All right. Good morning, everybody. Luis Morales here, health fitness specialist with Exos at Autodesk. It is 7:30 a.m. Today is February 1st, and this marks the start of some new classes that we have going on this week. And this one is the first one. What we're doing today is two mini classes in one, pretty much movement prep for 10 minutes and then cardio crush for about 20 minutes. So don't worry, we will get in a good cool down at the end of cardio crush. Let's go ahead. I'm going to set a timer just to keep track of the time. We'll go ahead and get into our movement prep. So what we're going to need today, guys, is just a little bit of space, nothing more. And the goal of our movement prep is basically just to prime the body for movement for the rest of the day and kind of the movement that we're going to be doing in cardio crush. So what I want to do to start us out, just because we're kind of fresh out of bed for the most part, is just start in our space with kind of a wide stance, feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. What we're going to do is take those arms and just kind of do a little bit of swinging. Just kind of letting the body swing side to side. And you might notice that my heels are coming up off the ground here on each side, kind of letting my hips, do whatever, letting the arms do whatever. And this is kind of a great way to just wake up and get a little bit of rotation into your day first thing in the morning. We're just trying to breathe, letting everything loosen up. It's so funny that we spend a lot of, time static when we sleep and then kind of get up and don't immediately move for the most part. So this is really good for our bodies, getting really ready for the rest of this day of the first week. All right, guys, good work. Okay, one more rotation in each direction. Beautiful. Okay, let's let those arms come to our side nice and relaxed. Next up, what we're going to do is warm up our hips a little bit. So what we're going to do is scoop up one leg, try and grab onto one knee and pull it up into our chest as much as we can, staying up nice and tall, taking a breath, and then we can let that leg go. So same thing, let's plant that foot that we just hugged, other side. Take a moment, try and find that balance, and we're pulling the knee up into the chest as close as we can. We're up nice and tall. Take a breath. Then we can let that leg go. Good job, you guys. We're gonna do it one more time on each side. Scoop up that first knee. Pull it up and in. All right. Other leg now. Last time. Hug that knee into the chest. We're up nice and tall. And we're breathing. Good job, you guys. Okay, go ahead and release that one leg. Beautiful. All right, now we're going to move into something just a little bit more challenging and what we really want to do. One of the main muscle groups that really needs waking up all the time is the ones on our backside, so our glutes and our hamstrings. What we're going to start with is a little bit of a hinge, and then we're going to go into a single leg version of this. So starting with those feet about shoulder width, what we want to do is push our hips back like we're closing the car door, keeping our backs nice and flat and the core tight. We're slightly bent at the knees, but what we want to feel is just a little bit of tension here through the hamstrings. So here we're in this position, of course, tight, glutes are squeezed. And what I want you guys to do to start is take one foot. I'm going to start with my left and place it behind me. So I'm still in that hinge position with the front leg, but now I got my left leg back here. It's kind of a kickstand. All my weight's on my front leg. And then from here, if you can, if you have something to grab on near you too for balance, you can start to raise that leg up off the ground. So now I'm balancing on that front leg. I'm completely straight from my heel to my head, pretty much. And now what we want to do is use the hamstrings and glutes of that one leg, core really tight, stand us all the way up. All right, so let's try and get in that position one more time on the other side. First, going into that hinge position, feeling the tension of both hamstrings. We're going to let that right foot now come back, be our kickstand. It's barely touching the ground back there. And now we can come up, bring that leg up. We're nice and straight from head to heel. Core is really tight. And then we can squeeze that glute and propel ourselves back up. Single leg deadlift there. All right, you guys, good work. Whew, lots of sun coming in here. Let me modify this real quick. All right, there we go. Not as much Gnarly son. Okay, let's hop right back into it, guys. Okay, warming up, more movements. Let's now get into our squat. So basic air squat here, really great way to warm up the lower body and kind of the core as well. So what we're gonna do is a 10 brisk air squats here. So make sure you got your feet screwed into the ground. We're kind of spreading the floor apart with our feet. Come down with the core tight, squeeze those glutes and those hamstrings, come back up. Big squeeze, like we're trying to crush a walnut in between those glutes. Good work, you guys, good work. Just trying to warm the body up here, nice and gentle. Good work, you guys, good work. Big squeezes, 2 more reps. Last one here, big squeeze. There we go, nicely done. Okay, now we're starting to feel a little bit more warm. We're gonna go ahead and take it onto the ground. So go ahead and lie down on your backs here, guys, in your space. And what we're going to do is further wake up those glute muscles. So lying on our backs, knees bent, only heels in the ground here. So I got my toes up. What we're gonna do is find that core and then push down through the heels, squeeze the glutes, just come up into our regular bridge. And once we know we got our glutes, give your glutes a little bit of a feel, make sure they're really nice and squeezed, and then we can go ahead and let those hips all the way back down. All right, so we did 1, let's do 9 more to make it an even 10. Trying to exhale and squeeze for 1 second every rep. So maintain that squeeze for a moment, then control it back down. We're just further strengthening that connection between our brain and those glute muscles here today. Keep your thoughts on those glute muscles and all the control that you're exhibiting right now. Every step of the way, think about how much you're squeezing them, how hard you're squeezing them at each kind of point in this movement. Keep that core tight. Everyone's doing good. Good work, you guys. Good work. Should have a couple more left here. Good job, you guys. Good job. All right, we'll make this one, wherever we're at, we'll make this one the last one. All right, one more big core tight, big squeeze in the glutes. Slowly control it back down. Nicely done, everybody. Okay, let's flip onto our hands and our knees here. Take a moment. And so what we're going to do next is warm up the upper body just a little bit more. We are going to be using a little bit of upper body in the cardio crush. So with our knees planted under our hips, feet or hands planted under the shoulders, what we're going to do is warm up our shoulders a little bit. And so from here, this is a really subtle movement. What we're going to do is keep our elbows locked out and let our upper bodies kind of sink down towards the ground. Now, this might be hard to see, but my shoulder blades are poking up. And now what I want to do is push away from the ground and round my my upper back here. So keeping the elbows locked out, let yourself sink down towards the ground and then push away. And where we should be feeling this is kind of under the armpits a little bit. That's where the muscles live at that do this movement. Very subtle movement. We're just letting ourselves kind of sink down towards the ground with the arms locked and then pushing away slightly. It should be only a couple inches of movement here. Further warming up these shoulders, warming up these wrists, these elbows by putting some weight into them. Good work, you guys, good work. Only a few more. Preparing the body, preparing the mind for the day ahead. Excited for this cardio crush workout coming up because definitely a new concept that I want to introduce. Will hopefully become a weapon in everybody's fitness arsenal, should I say. All right, guys, couple more reps here. Should be kind of maybe starting to burn a little bit within these shoulders. All right, last one. Let yourself sink all the way down. Arms locked out. Big push away. There we go. And we're done. All right, guys, go ahead and come up on into standing. What I'm going to do is reset the timer, explain what we're going to do a little bit with cardio crush. Make sure that brightness is all the way up. All right, all right, guys, so for cardio crush today, what I'm going to be doing, we're going to be doing some intervals, and the movements that we're going to be doing specifically are jumping jacks, marching, and mountain climbers. So if you're in a place today where jumping is not really possible, whether it's too early or whether it's where you're at, don't worry. Go ahead and just do some marching in the place of those jumping jacks, and we'll get through it. What we're going to be doing is a 15-minute AMRAP. And so AMRAP means as many reps as possible. So we're just going to do jumping jacks, short break, marches, short break, mountain climbers, short break, and then try and get as many rounds of that in as possible as we go. Excuse me. And so the new concept that I was going to introduce you guys to today is nasal breathing. So what we're going to try and do today throughout the entire cardio crush workout is only breathe in through our nose. And I know that kind of sounds crazy, but it does a really good job in increasing aerobic capacity over time. So the more we try this, the more we train, the more we try it out. It's not like we're going to have to do it the entire time today, guys. What I'm going to have you do is do it as much as you possibly can. So with that being said, 15 minutes are on the clock, jumping jacks. Our short breaks are going to have only nasal breaths. So we're going to be taking 3 nasal breaths at a time in those short breaks, and then getting right back into the work, trying to keep our heart rates high and work all the way through that 15 minutes. We'll do a little cool down, get you guys out of here for the rest of the day. All right, guys, so let's get it started. We're going to start with some jumping jacks and or marching. 3, 2, 1, and we're going. All right, guys, the number that we're looking for right here is 30. It's going to be kind of hard for me to do the whole nasal breathing thing while I'm talking to you guys, but just imagine the whole time just breathing through my nose. Magic number is 30 here. Good work, guys, good work. Coming to the end here. All right, you guys, wherever you're at, let's go ahead and pause. 3 nasal breaths, only in through the nose here. All right, you guys, let's continue with marching. Only breathing through the nose here. Want those knees driving high, those hands driving high. Core really tight, we're up nice and tall. As tall as we can be, but only breathing through that nose. If it feels uncomfortable after a while, take a breath or 2 in through the mouth, but try and return to that nose. Good work, you guys, good work. We're almost towards the end of these marches. Legs are starting to burn a little bit. And stop. All right, good work, you guys. Wherever you're at, 3 nasal breaths. All right, let's go ahead and get down onto the ground for those mountain climbers. We're looking for about 40 reps here, guys. So each time the knee comes up, that is a rep. Let's go ahead and get it going. Remember, only breathing through the nose here. Good work, you guys. Make sure that core is tight. Try and go as fast as you comfortably can, but don't give up that form. Doing great, you guys, doing great. All right, you guys, wherever you're at, let's go ahead and pause. Stand on up. 3 nasal breaths. Here we go. All right, you guys, right back to the top with those jumping jacks. This is how we're going to continue through this 15 minutes. Here we go. Do your best with the breathing, guys. Keep deep inhales through the nose. You can exhale through the mouth if you need to. Let's try and keep it coming in through the nose the whole time. Almost done with these jumping jacks. 30 is our goal here. Beautiful. All right, 3 nasal breaths here, guys. All right, you guys, 40 marches. Here we go. You guys are doing great. Good work. Do the breaths you can with the breathing. Almost done. Good work, y'all. All right, good work. Okay, let's pause. 3 nasal breaths, then we're down into those mountain climbers once again. All right, you guys, time for those mountain climbers. Here we go, round 2. 40 is our goal. Here we go. Push away from that ground. Keep that core tight. Here we go. Still sucking in through the nose. Good work, you guys. Good work. All right, good work, you guys, wherever you're at. Let's go ahead and stand it up. Nasal breathing time. Here we go. Awesome work, guys. We're back to the top. Jumping jacks. 30 reps is our goal. Here we go. Breathing through the nose. Remember, it's okay to take a few breaths in through the mouth. Just doing the best with the nose. As we continue with this class, the easier it will be. Looking good, guys, looking good. All right, guys, wherever you're at, let's stop. 3 nasal breaths. Here we go. Good work, you guys. Okay, we're into those marches now. Nasal breathing only. Let's see what we got. Good work, guys, good work. We're almost to the end of that 40. Let's keep pumping those arms and those legs. Good work, knees high as you can. All right, you guys, let's pause. 3 nasal breaths. Here we go, we're getting towards the end. Final 5 minutes. All right, guys, down onto the ground. Mountain climbers, let's see if we can get one more round in here. All right, here we go. Only breathing in through the nose. Keeping the core really tight. May not feel like we're breathing in a lot of air through the nose, but we are. And the lungs actually like the air that's breathing through the nose a little bit better because it is a little more conditioned. Comes and hits the lungs a little bit warmer. That's why this is a good thing to practice for overall aerobic capacity. Good work, you guys. Keep breathing. Mouth or nose, doesn't matter. Just get as many nose ones in as you can. All right, good work, you guys, good work. Let's stand it on up. 3 nasal breaths. Here we go. Good work, you guys. Okay, final round here. Let's make it count. 30 jumping jacks, here we go. Good work, you guys, good work. Keep breathing, mouth or nose. Nose if you can. Good work, you guys, good work. Stop wherever you're at, 3 nasal breaths, here we go. Good work, you guys. Okay, next up, marching. Last round of these, let's get it. 40 marches, nasal breathing only. Good work, you guys are killing it. Almost done. Almost time for the cool down. Here we go. Keep that tummy tight, breathing through the nose. Good work, you guys. Pause. 3 more nasal breaths. We're almost done here. All right, you guys, one more round of these mountain climbers. We're shooting for 40. Once we're done, it's 3 nasal breaths and then we're cooling down. Let's finish it right here. All right, let's go. Come on, you guys, finish strong here. Keep that nasal breathing going. I know you can do it. Good work, you guys. Drive those knees, keep the core tight. Getting our Monday morning cardio in. Nothing can slow us down for the rest of this day. Good work, guys, good work. A few more pumps here. All right, you guys, let's rest. Stand up. 3 nasal breaths, here we go. Oh my gosh, great work, you guys, great work. All right, you guys, stand there for a moment, take a little bit of rest and shut this timer off. Like any good workout, let's go ahead and grab some water. We're gonna do a little cool down here in a moment. Great work, you guys, way to work through that. Way to try out something new. That nasal breathing stuff, it's gonna feel really weird in the beginning, but it's okay, we can all definitely conquer it. Nicely done, you guys, nicely done. Okay, let's get into a little bit of cool down before we tackle the rest of our day. So let's start down on the ground. half kneeling position here, guys. So one knee down on the ground. What we can start with is a nice little hip flexor stretch. We're really using the hip flexors this morning. So let's go ahead, squeeze the glute of the same side of the knee that's on the ground. I want to push those hips forward a little bit. Excuse me, try and find a medium stretch. And then maintain that stretch with that glute squeeze. Often helps me to have my hand on my glute to really know when it's squeezing. Let's try and take some nice big belly breaths in. And breathing in through the mouth kind of feels a little bit different after trying to through the nose for a while. Good work, you guys. Good work. Keep breathing. Keep that glute squeeze. Here we go. Big stretch. Good work, you guys. Good work. Okay, let's switch legs. Other knee down. Going through that same checklist, trying to squeeze the glute, find the tummy, push those hips forward just a little bit, just as much as you need to get a light stretch out of the front of that hip. Good work, you guys. We're finding that breathing again. Good work, good work. A couple more breaths. Nicely done, you guys. Okay, go ahead and release that tension. What we're gonna do next, let's go ahead and stand it all the way up. Take a moment, find a nice standing position. What we're gonna do for a minute is just some nice backward shoulder rolls. So we're working the arms a lot with the mountain climbers, with the jumping jacks, with the marching. So plant those feet about shoulder width apart. What we're gonna do is just some nice backward shoulder rolls. So let those shoulders come together in the front, shrug up near the ears, roll back, and then slide down the back of our rib cage. You guys start to move at your own pace. Breathe nice and deep. And relax, knowing that we got some mixed cardio out of the way here in the morning. Good job, you guys. You can close those eyes. Let yourself feel the shoulder blades as they move. Make sure we got kind of the tummy and the glutes involved, just so the rest of our body doesn't move anywhere as we move the shoulders about the rib cage. Good job, you guys. Good job. Good work, everybody. A few more rolls. All right, last one. Big roll here. Shoulders up near the ears, back. Let them slide down into our back pockets. And now we can relax everything. We are ending right on time. Whew, man. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, this first day of the Movement Prep and Cardio Crush. I really do appreciate it. If you guys are looking for another new class today, Brittany is going to be running a 15-minute abs and core and then a 15-minute mobility Monday with Brittany, and that starts at 5 p.m. It's going to go to 5:30 p.m. later today. So if you guys are interested in that class or any other of the new classes that we have going on this week, please check out our SharePoint. Also, if you're subscribed to our newsletter, the links will be in there. So once again, thank you. Hope you guys had a good little workout here on this early Monday morning, the 1st of February. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Luis.
You're welcome, guys. Have a good day.